near and far, dear to my heart. I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. These messages will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. As always, cross watchers, you are welcome here. If this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. All of your support is truly appreciated. Please check out the description box below for all of my services, as well as a brand spanking new Patreon I just launched. All Patreon memberships are only $4.44, and it includes all extended monthly readings as well as astrology updates for each sign. Each month I'll also be posting full moon readings, new moon readings, live readings, and an array of pick-a-pile readings. I'll also be hosting workshops where we get to learn tarot together. You gain full access to all recordings in the archive, so you can play back at any time that you desire. Patreon members also get 20% off all of my services, whether that's a birth chart reading or a tarot reading. Go check it out and come join my little family, my little community I'm creating over there. Now Capricorn, let's get into your August monthly reading. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your August monthly reading. I've had to do your reading over several times, so I'm feeling for you, whoever I'm connecting with, I feel like communication has been a bit rocky. Maybe there is going to be some things to revisit, look over again. When it comes to communication, maybe it has to do with contracts, right? Mercury is going retrograde at the end of August. So I don't know, that's just a message that I want to start you off with here, because normally I don't have that much trouble, but it just seemed like I couldn't get the words out. So that might be something that you are having to deal with, especially again towards the end of August. So make sure that you are really crossing your T's and dotting your I's and really looking over the details, whatever that might be for you. All right, so Capricorn, what do we got? Astrologically, we have a handful of retrogrades, which again, it's all about reevaluating, reprioritizing, analyzing something, giving it another go, rethinking, it's a lot to do with this taking a couple steps back to reprioritize, especially with Venus retrograde. Has a lot to do with our relationships. Are we compatible? Is this something that's going to be long term? Is the communication effortless? Or when we do have communication issues, how are we working through it, right? So for those that are in partnership, communication could definitely be a big theme. For those that aren't in relationship, I see you this month navigating a lot around your finances. You have the 8th house being highlighted during this Venus retrograde, which has a lot to do with passive income. So even like a side job or an inheritance, some sort of hidden like hobby, even something that you've done on the side, maybe it was a side project that this hidden potential that's going to be coming to the surface. You might be really starting to put more focus into that, into new projects. Doesn't mean that you want to necessarily start too many new projects during a retrograde, because they might not take full flight. But again, the power of free will is always at play. I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to do something if it feels in alignment. But just make sure that, again, you are looking over the fine details, right? And really starting to think long and hard about your values. How do you want to use your money, right? How are you utilizing your resources? How are you maximizing on all the potential that you have, Capricorn? And really with the Venus retrograde, is it something that you feel like your heart is really in, whether that is career or relationship? Really feeling that connection within your heart, not just logical, right? This is not around what's always logic. You know, because then we end up kind of becoming more codependent in relationships. And it's not heart-centered. So these are going to be things that you're going to be thinking about. August 1st is the full moon. It's going to be in your second house. So again, I'm seeing this influence of money. You know, second house and eighth house, they both talk about money, but just in different ways. Second house is about like our actual physical paycheck, right? Earned income, not as much passive income or side jobs, right? Or inheritance. This is actually earned money, right? Our resources, how we're, again, utilizing our resources. Not all Capricorns are created equal, right? So these cycles that you're going through, all Capricorns might either gain money or some might have to lose money, right? But at the end of these retrogrades, what's happening is that we're getting geared up for the next phase, right? The one where we are in more alignment. And that might come with a couple tough lessons, right? But everything that is happening to us is here to help us. I talked about that in the Saturn retrograde readings, which you can find on my channel. You know, Saturn, Venus, we're going to learn a couple tough lessons along the way, but it's aligning us with who we truly are, right? All right. Another thing before I pull a moonology here, or not moonology, wisdom of the oracle, is I want to say the 8th house also talks about all things hidden. So that can also be our primalistic taboo needs, you know, things that might be a bit weird to another, but it's what fills you up, and doing more of that. Not being ashamed or feel guilty for what satisfies you. All right, wisdom of the oracle. What do we got for Capricorn? What do we got for Capricorn? No place like home. You could be really thinking, ooh, orphaned. A change in the wind. You might be relocating with these two cards coming out. Maybe you've been kicked out. I don't know, but it doesn't have to be just that. But I do feel like that could be one example showed in the cards here. But I feel like for you, Capricorn, maybe where you've been at, this could be where you are currently or where you've been from your childhood. There's never been such a feeling quite like home. Like maybe it's been really hard for you to feel like you fit in, or the group of people that you are mingling with. Something just doesn't feel right? There's a sense of abandonment even. You know, feeling rejected or lost, or kind of like this wanderer where you just don't know where to go. And this card is signifying no place like home is really home is within us, right? No matter where we go, there you are. And learning that you can find home within you. That can sometimes be hard, right? I understand. You know, our external environment does play such a significant role in how we feel, right? But I would say for your growth, for, you know, your strength, you can learn how to adapt. You can learn how to find home within you no matter where you are. And of course, working towards the ultimate happiness for yourself and those that are around you, right? Always striving for peace, for happiness. And not getting yourself wrapped in these scenarios where you feel abandoned or lost or rejected in some way here with the orphan card. Again, it could have been something that happened to you when you were a child. Loyal heart. Yeah, I think for you, you are craving loyalty. Maybe you have been abandoned by someone even. This could signify a breakup with the orphan card. And what you're wanting is someone that is going to be truly loyal and dedicated and persevere. And someone that feels like home is what I'm getting. Something that feels familiar, right? Something that's in alignment with your values and where you're going, right? And again, that allows you to be authentically you. Right? The 8th house really does talk about a lot of the hidden, the unseen within us. Again, the taboo, our kinks, our quirks, all of it, and really finding someone that's in alignment with those parts of you. So you don't have to feel stuck, right? Two of Swords. Like maybe you are living a lie. Page of Swords on the bottom. This is taking a time of contemplation. You know, Page of Swords is in reverse, so this is a lot around investigation, research. Again, that Observer card that came out earlier. This is going to be a time for you to really start thinking, right? Not as much doing, but more thinking for you. Planning. Strategizing even is what I heard. Strategizing ways to get you maybe out of this funk, right? This stagnancy where you just feel stuck, maybe tied down in some way. All right, let's pull from the Oracle. Let's see. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Maybe you've been overgiving. Maybe you feel like someone's overstepped their boundaries, right? Six of Pentacles. Wanting something that's more balanced, more in harmony, more reciprocity. This again has a lot to do with resources. So with that second house being highlighted for you, be mindful of people taking advantage, right? And also vice versa, whatever side of the coin that you're on. Be mindful of that. Make sure that you are in healthy, conducive relationships where there is equal exchange. This doesn't have to be just romantic, right? This can be in business partners, making sure there's reciprocity. And when I see the Six of Pentacles, you know, people always say, oh, in relationship, it always is 50-50. And I think that that's unrealistic. But when it is not in balance, right, and maybe one partner can't give as much, at least there should be healthy communication, right? There should be people being vulnerable and honest and open and not being manipulative. So, because when we're manipulative, we get stuck in the Nine of Swords, right? And then we kind of repress things and stuff them down, and eventually they boil to the surface, and that can be, you know, anger, bitterness, resentment, fear, etc. All those things that don't serve us in the long run. So again, building on loyalty, dedicated, authentic relationships that are going to bring in reciprocity, right? It's like a win-win for everyone. Let's pull from the Love Oracle here. Let's see what we have. What do we have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Capricorn, what do we have for you? Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Sudden change, shocking news. Okay. So you might just get a message this month, or maybe you are wanting to give out a message, right? It could be sudden, could be shocking, an epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Something that's maybe been on your mind that you're really wanting to get out, right? Especially with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords here, it's very repressed energy. And I don't think that you want to stay there. Right? No one would. There's a sudden change here that's happening for you. Some sort of transformation. And it's tied to this love call. Let me pull. What is this love call for Capricorn? What is this love call? Please show me. King of Cups in reverse. Someone that might have been a bit emotionally detached. This could be you or someone else, right? It doesn't have to be masculine. Someone that maybe was a bit avoidant, detached, aloof, might be circling back with a love call. And it might be shocking. Maybe this is what's going to allow for things to stay, become unblocked, right? Where there feels like more closure, more understanding. But someone is needing to open up here with the King of Cups in reverse. All right, let's pull from the Moonology and find me over in the extended on Patreon. We will go a bit deeper into this love reading here. We will dive into this King of Cups. See what else wants to come out for you in the extended. I hope you join me there on Patreon. Show the world the real you. Yes, this is all about this Venus retrograde. Right? We talked about this earlier. What you value, right? Being in alignment within your career, your friendships, your relationships, all shapes, forms, and facets, right? Be you. The world wants to see the real you, Capricorn. No more sugarcoating, no more suppressing, no more fake nice. You know, it's time to really express yourself, especially amongst relationships. If they're not fulfilling or serving you, you know, you need to exit. I am seeing an Aquarius here potentially that's in this situation. You have a new and full moon in Aquarius showing up here. So double confirmation of an air sign, Aquarius. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have air and earth showing up. So we really have all the elements. The only one we're missing is Wand, which tells me that maybe the passion has died out in some arena of your life, right? Wands represent passion, creativity. So that's going to be the main focus for you this month. All right, Capricorn, I'll see you over at the extended. If not, I'll see you next month. Bye for now.